This is taken in by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Murray. That's complete to Michael Wilson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Murray now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. Option handoff now to Achane. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. To throw is Murray. Out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a...
And he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Devon Achane taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals have regained the lead. Extra point just does sneak over the ball. That'll make this a 6-point game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? We're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. wrestling to the line now. Again, Goff. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
Devon Achane to the offense, ready to go once again.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Murray with a 3rd and long. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, 46 yards.
And the Lions are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Devon Achane to the offense, ready to go once again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Murray. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
A final shot before half for Murray. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So we've come upon...
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second in a couple.
At the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Gone.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now Goff on first down.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta.
Touchdown, Detroit! Sam Laporta, 34 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Well, they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. An excellent game, 35 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Aiden Hutchinson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Murray now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cards have come back to make it a 2-point game. Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray.
Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Lions first down.
Counter play, here's Gibbs.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Goff now looks to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Cardinals are in great shape here as they take over. Yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start with the option.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
The Lions offense set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, here's Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Goff on 3rd down.
That's complete to the Porter. And he is going to have the Lions first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First down, Lions.
Goff now to throw. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, But you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Goff.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him in the wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Arizona.
One of the most exciting plays in football. A kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Don't forget the extra point. It's something good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
These teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Open man right side is St. Brown. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now Goff.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Fielded just inside the 20.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, that's a good first step and several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this this point in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Well, the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Achane.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And, Charles, I'm no psychologist, not going to pretend to play one here, not on TV, but it looked to me like the icing that might have gotten to him there.
I think it's a good idea. You and I will stay out of that business, but different kickers react in different ways. It doesn't phase some of them. Others, you're not quite sure, but for whatever the reason, this game is still tied.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Goff. He's got right on the short throw.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. Goff now to throw.
Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Has been, and now overtime will decide who goes on to play in the NFC Championship. And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback.
So here come the Lions now.
Well, CD, certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it after the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now the game reaches OT. Every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Here's Goff. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson.
Now inside the 25.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane.